Welcome back to the studio. If you're new here, hi, I'm Taylor. I'm a designer and illustrator about a year into starting my own creative business. The past couple weeks, I've been in the biggest creative funk I think I have ever been in. I've just been overthinking everything and kind of paralyzed by this big long to-do list of things I should be doing to run a successful business, and also not giving myself enough time to create just for fun. And so this week I'm trying to do just that. I'm trying to give myself plenty of time to make just to make things. I have a friend's birthday coming up next week, and so I thought it would be fun to illustrate and make a little gift for her. So if you're wondering why ponies, well, it was inspired by a weekend trip we took with friends over Memorial Day weekend. We stayed in a little cabin just outside of Grayson Highlands State Park in Southwest Virginia. And one morning we hiked into the park to try and spot the wild ponies. I wasn't really expecting to see much, but Steph, my friend I'm making this gift for, really wanted to see them. So I wanted to commemorate that trip for her. We ended up running into a whole group of ponies on the trail, and even a mama and her foal walking together, which was really cute. The hike itself was really pretty too. It was the perfect temperature once we got moving, and when we reached the top, the trail opened up into these wide views of the mountains in the distance, and we could see some ponies down the hill, so it felt like the perfect moment to capture in this drawing. This was my first time trying to laser etch rubber, so I started out with a small version of my logo just to test the settings. I wanted to try rubber because I think it'll be easier to print with, especially since I can cut out custom shapes and use them like stamps. When I was using wood, I had to etch the entire block, even the areas that I didn't want, but with rubber, I can just cut around the design and remove the extra part. Yesterday I was able to successfully laser etch this stamp for printing, and I thought it would take a little more trial and error because I haven't used this material before, but I was actually able to get the settings right on the first try, which is awesome. I don't know how good it'll be for printmaking, but that's what we're going to try out today. Okay, well, after a lot of test prints, I was able to get one that came out pretty clean looking. I also tried using an ink pad instead of rolling on ink, and that kind of worked, but the black is definitely a lot less rich than the other ink. I don't know if it's the way that I'm pressing the paper onto the block, or the stamp itself, or the paper, or the ink. I don't know, there's a lot of different variables in there that I can't really seem to figure out. But for now, I have a print ready to gift, so I'd say that's a success. And if you're watching this, Steph, happy birthday.